A hot, dry summer is giving way to an early harvest in some areas of the Wabash Valley. The calendar may have just turned to September, but the corn crop is maturing quickly. News 10's Mike Grant takes a look at returns from early harvests.
Too hot, too dry, terrible. That was the terse description the farmer who owns this field had for his corn crop. The yields coming out of here were so small he wouldn't even share them. Down the road, another farmer was bringing in the first fields of his corn. The results were equally disappointing.
This year we're having about 2/3 of the crop, maybe half. I don't know, it'd be half or less.
The yield on this field was running about 50 bushels an acre. He says the weather here just didn't cooperate with the corn.
1.5 inches water since the 1st of June. We can't raise a crop on this sand.
It's pretty easy to see what's happening here. This is a cob that came out of this field, and take a close look at the kernels. Not much there. These sandy fields usually produce lower yields than corn that's planted in heavier soils. Those fields will be harvested later. The early results, though, make it clear this will most likely be one of the poorer crops to come out of this area in several years. Despite the bleak outlook, Paulmeyer remains upbeat.
What I can say is the good Lord's taken care of me for about 45, 50 years of farming, and I think He'll continue to take care of me through this one.
That may turn out to be about the only positive note coming out of these fields this year. In Knox County, I'm Mike Grant, News 10.
The farmers say even though the harvest is early in some fields, they won't be done early. Many of them were forced to plant some crops late after all the rain from last spring. Well, that dry, hot weather farmers saw this summer seems to be sticking around. Storm Team 10 meteorologist